Hey everybody, Derek here from Badgerland Birding. Today I have some Oberwerk 8x42 binoculars to test out. So they sent us these so we could try them. They're about 350 bucks. I've heard really good things about Oberwerk and have never actually tested any of their stuff myself yet. So I'm excited to get these out in the field. We're at a marsh. It's late February and some of the stuff is already coming back, those spring migrants, because it's been so warm. So hopefully we'll have some cool stuff to look at today. So these are ED, so extra low dispersion for light. That lets more light in, helps reduce chromatic aberration. So sometimes with cheaper glass, you'll get some kind of blue or purple fringing when you really zoomed in on something. So this helps reduce that. So I was looking for ED or HD glass. HD glass you have to be kind of careful with because sometimes companies will have HD mean different things. So sometimes it just means high definition, which is kind of like whatever the company wants it to mean. Sometimes it means high density. So it can still be ED glass if it's HD high density. It might be even if it's HD high definition, you just have to do a little more research. So don't just assume HD is gonna mean that it's high quality. So if you see ED, that's good. It's waterproof, which is nice. I've had problems with water getting into some of my binoculars and then it fogs everything up. Phase coated, and it has multi-coated optics, so that also helps reduce chromatic aberration, lets more light in. Extra wide field of view, and it says flawless color on here. So let's get these popped open. The packaging it came in had a lot of the, fragile, be careful stuff on it. So I was glad that they packaged at least the ones for us really nicely. I just heard a sandhill crane, so that's cool. Very prehistoric sounding. So we have the strap here. Man, that's such a cool call. All right, let's open this up. This is a little thank you. Has a little specs in it. 2-year limited warranty. Well, that's cool. It has who it was tested by, so it seems like, these things have been checked out before they just ship them out. Another little strap. Wow. I love the look of these. It looks super crisp with the red kind of focus wheel and then the diopter ring. Something cool is that these are metal. So in other companies, they'll be plastic. So the diopter is just to focus the right eye different than the left because some people have differences in their vision in both eyes. First kind of thoughts is I normally take these off just because they kind of get in my way. They look nice. They feel good. They're a little heavier than I thought. I mean, not too heavy considering they're not that big, but yeah, they feel good. They look awesome. First, let's do our first kind of glance. Ooh, that's nice. The colors look really good. The focus wheel is easy to focus in and out of. Sometimes these wheels get a little tight, and that's something I don't like, is if it's really hard to focus. I hear a sandhill. I hear a bunch of sandhills. Yeah, they feel good in the hand. The coating's good. I feel like I'm really gonna enjoy using these. So let's get the straps on, and then I have a little adapter that I'm gonna put on to try to get some cell phone footage. Keep in mind that never looks as good as it actually does looking through the optics. It's really hard to kind of give optics a fair review just because what I'm seeing is different than what any kind of equipment on is gonna see, but we'll do our best. And hopefully we can track down some of these sandhill cranes. All right, we have our adapter set up here. So now let's go find some birds. All right, we have a couple birds over here. Let's take a look. Definitely some Canada geese. Cool, let's get a little closer. There's a group of mallards back there. There's a group of mallards over here. I will say these let a lot of light in, so I feel like the picture quality is really good. what I like using binoculars for is scanning. So kind of looking, seeing, hey, is there something that I want to get more media of? The only thing with that is if you look with these, if it's only there for a second, then you might miss it with your camera. So I feel like I actually favor the camera. When I do birding tours, I definitely use binoculars more to try to find stuff quick for our tour guests, because it's just kind of like, bam, that's the bird you want, and then we can get them on it quicker. So really great, especially for warblers. When migrants come through, when things are fast moving, you just can get a brief glimpse, or if you're scanning like flocks of birds. So we got an American Wigeon in there too. So I might pull out the camera, get some shots so you guys can see that too. It's pretty far away, so it's probably gonna be kind of blobby with just the binoculars, but able to scan and look and find birds. So while I was looking at the Wigeon, I also noticed some green-winged teal back there. I feel like I'm able to do what I want to with these, is scan those big flocks and then see if I want to get media of any particular bird. We got sandhill cranes over here. Nice, they're so cool. That was pretty cool. Nice to have them back. So it got pretty windy out there, but I feel like I was able to give these binoculars a pretty good test. Did have some northern pintails that I was able to pick out with the binoculars, American black duck. There was a northern harrier that flew through. So they're able to do what I want them to do, and I feel like I really like them a lot. I like that these are metal, these two focus wheels. The feel is really nice. They're not too big. They're kind of the standard 8x42. I felt like maybe there was a small amount of chromatic aberration when you're looking at things very far away, but it's really hard to eliminate all of that. I kind of found myself wishing that the phone through here did a better job of actually showing you what it looked like, because I feel like the view through here is so much better. Main thing that stuck out to me is just how bright the images are. As I feel like when I'm looking through, the colors really pop. Like the head of the American Wigeon really stuck out. It would have been nice if there was a... Oh, there's a tripod attachment actually. Top part here actually unscrews, so you can attach a tripod on there. I don't have the attachment to do that, but if I did, things would be a little more stable instead of being a little shaky. I think I'm going to try to get some images of feeder birds through the binoculars so you can see things that are a little closer. Stopped by the trusty bird feeders and just kind of put the binoculars on the tripod and held them there to make it a little more stable. And I think that helped a lot with you guys being able to see kind of the clarity. So there were a ton of goldfinches around, some house sparrows, a chickadee. So I just had the binoculars on them with the adapter, just getting a little bit of a clearer shot. I feel like I've gotten to give these binoculars a really solid review out in the field, actually doing some birding, and then kind of in the backyard bird feeder. Chickadees are still hanging around, grabbing a seed and then going and eating it in a tree, so they've been really fun to watch. Also, I forgot to mention that there's a roof prism in here, which is also supposed to help bring in extra light and be a little more clear compared to some of the other prism systems. Binoculars have some kind of prism in there, so that's why you see the ones that are like different shaped. But overall, they've been really great. I feel like the color has been exceptional. Things have really popped. Like I mentioned, the American Wigeon, the green on the head, and just the chickadees and the different bird colors really showing up clear, even in a little less light like we have now. So I believe these have the 2-year warranty. Now there are other binoculars out there that do have lifetime warranties, so that's something to think about, kind of that warranty factor. But they seem like they're made really quality. I like that it was inspected by someone, and you kind of get that slip with like their name showing that an actual person did do a quality control test on it. So I'm definitely gonna keep using these binoculars. They've been super fun. I would recommend to anyone out there, if they're thinking about getting them, they do hold up. I really like the metal rings. The eye cups also come in and out, so they extend to give you some eye relief. And we were able to pick out some cool birds in the field with these, like those northern pintails, looking through those flocks of ducks, spotting those birds. So they performed well out in the field. I wish there was a better way to show what it actually looked like looking through. It's just not comparable with the adapter, but I hope it kind of gave you an idea of what it looks like through there. If you're interested in purchasing products from Oberwerk, check out the link in the description below. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Badgerland Birding.